So rookie minicamp is officially here for the Cleveland Browns, and all eyes are on Shedeur Sanders and Dillon Gabriel, and those two are going to be battling it over for the next few months, and it's going to be fun to talk about and cover. Obviously, rookie minicamp should be taken lightly. There's no pads, no hits, none of that kind of stuff, and really, it's just a chance for the rookies to get out there and get a feel for what the NFL is like, and for them to get introduced to the coaching style and just establish a basic foundation. But I loved what we saw from both of these guys. They both made good throws, showed good footwork, all that good stuff, and one of my takeaways was how fluid Shedeur looks rolling around and moving around in the pocket. Dillon Gabriel made a great throw to the back of the end zone that would have been a touchdown, but again, it's rookie minicamp. All these guys are coming off their college careers, so we saw a lot of those 1 foot in bounds type of catches that are no-goes on Sundays. I think one thing that stood out immediately just from the eye test was how much smaller Gabriel looked than Shedeur. Gabriel is listed at 5'11". Some people say he's 6 feet or 6'1", but nonetheless, when they stood by each other, Shedeur clearly was the guy with the bigger frame, and obviously in the NFL, that is a huge advantage. Sanders ended the day with a touchdown throw. He was throwing absolute dots in the 7-on-7 drills, and everything just looks super natural out there. Now, again, I'm not going to start really breaking down his game until there's a defense on the field. Anyone can make any throw from anywhere at the NFL level when it's just your receivers out there and no pressure, but Shedeur definitely was one of the winners of the day. But with all of that being said, Dillon Gabriel did ball out too. Obviously, the main narrative and the storyline that's going to come out from the media every day over the next 3 months is going to be Shedeur. But in terms of actual reality, that does not mean anything because it's the Browns coaching staff that decides who will win this quarterback battle. And I think a lot of those ride or die Shedeur fans out there do like to neglect the fact that Shedeur was a 5th rounder. So reality is, things are an uphill battle for him, even though he looked great today, and it was just good to see him throwing the football around. Also, if you want to potentially watch Shedeur Sanders or Dillon Gabriel play live in Cleveland, I have a discount for you guys at Vivid Seats. I know the NFL schedule gets released on the 14th, so when that day comes, if you use code Premier20, you can do it right now for anything. The NBA, MLB, all that stuff. If you use code Premier20, you will get $20 off your first order of $200 or more on Vivid Seats. So that's definitely going to be beneficial for you guys. Make sure to keep that in mind. I'll leave a link in the description below. Again, that's code Premier20 for $20 off any order of $200. Also, one more thing, if you're enjoying this video so far, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe. That helps this video get pushed out to other fans. It helps me grow. We just hit 50,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much. Your unwavering support has meant so much to me. But anyways, let's get back into the video. It really is not often in the NFL that you see 2 rookies duking it out for playing time. I still think as of right now, Flacco is the best bet for who gets the start in week 1, even though I think that ship has sailed and it's going to be a short experiment. But just from being a football nerd, it's super intriguing. Dillon Gabriel threw a touchdown to Harold Fannin out of Bowling Green, a prospect that I definitely need to spend a video on breaking down because he may have actually been one of the most naturally talented tight ends to come out of the draft. He just went to a smaller school, so a lot of people overlooked him. We saw Dillon run some play action drills today. We saw all the quarterbacks doing footwork and technique stuff, and Dillon was the first quarterback to get reps today, and some clown reporter asked Kevin Stefanski about it, like we don't already know the answer. Here's what Kevin had to say.
Yeah, I wouldn't look into really anything.
I know, but how do you choose that? Is it draft status or what?
Yeah, I wouldn't look into anything. I think you'll see the whole weekend going through the spring. I mean, we don't pay too close attention to who's in there.
Will it change tomorrow?
Hey, will you be here?
Yeah.
I'll see you here.
I think it's obvious in day 1, you're probably going to get reps based on draft status. Again, I know media sources, including myself, I fall into this as well. I know we are all trying to create Shedeur headlines that don't really exist because he's a hot topic that is going to get clicks, but I'm sure by about week 2, the Browns coaching staff is going to be sick and tired of all the Shedeur questions because you already know the reporters are going to be relentless. They're going to ask nonstop questions about every random scenario regarding the quarterback competition and all of that. And I think we all should just take a step back and enjoy the time we're in. If you're a Browns fan, it's only May right now. This is the best time of year for Browns fans because there's hype and the team can't let you down. This is the time of year where we can make up all these hypothetical scenarios for fun. Here's what Kevin Stefanski had to say about the rookie quarterbacks and how the day went.
Well, I think the fun part is we spent so much pre-draft time with these players, particularly when we're talking about our quarterbacks with Dillon and Shedeur. We spent meeting time with them out of this building. We've taken them through walkthroughs, and then they get to go do it in uniform with the helmets on, and just see what they can take from the meeting room to the grass, and I thought both guys did a nice job.
Alrighty, not to get away from the quarterbacks, let's talk about the other things that went on today. We got to see Carson Schlesinger out of UCLA in action on the defensive end. He went through walkthroughs and basic technique stuff, and here is what he had to say about the day in his interview and what he thinks about Jim Schwartz so far.
Yeah, I mean, all three of those, but specifically just Coach Tarver, being able to talk with him. I know we both have a little bit of the same education background, so that's been cool, and then just being able to learn from him and everything like that has been great.
He's kind of a fiery guy, so how did you guys connect in that regard?
Oh yeah, I mean, I love it. I mean, you know, that's really what football is. You get to be fired up and bring energy every day, so that's exactly what he does, and it makes it a lot easier to come in and do the same.
Schwartz is a defensive coordinator. He likes to let his front seven pin their ears back and get after it. What's your first impression of him, and how excited are you to play for a coach that is ultra aggressive up front?
Oh, I'm super excited. I mean, that's really the motto there is attack and be physical, and you know, that's something I'm really excited to be able to do.
I love this Schlesinger pick. I think at first a lot of us were kind of confused when the Browns made the pick because Shedeur was right there, but now that we've seen everything unfold, it's clear that this was the right guy to take. Obviously, linebacker was a position the Browns needed to shore up with JOK's career unfortunately in question, and this guy's an absolute dog with so much room for growth. The sky's really the limit. Also, funny enough, the guy that has gone the most under the radar in this whole entire thing is the Browns' first pick they made at number 5 in Mason Graham. This dude is a unit, and Nick Saban described coaching against him as hell. And I know Myles Garrett is pumped to have him along his side. I know when you look at him and see him at first glance, he doesn't seem like a stone cold killer, but trust me, he is. And there's a reason why Andrew Berry felt like it was worth it to move down and grab him. In his interview following camp today, he was asked if not getting media attention bothered him, and I loved his response. Here were the highlights from that interview.
Yeah, he was cool. You know, I met him the other day for the first time, and you know, seems like a good dude, and you know, it was all about ball. So I want to play with guys that you know are like-minded. I mean, that doesn't really matter to me. You know, I come to play football. If the media's on me, then they're on me. If the media's not, then you know, it's not. I'm just gonna do my job at the end of the day. But
another guy that we got our first look at was Quinshon Judkins, the running back the Browns of course took from the national champion Ohio State Buckeyes. He was seen doing some footwork drills, and over the last few weeks, he's been posting a lot of his workout videos online, flexing his build and the fact that he's in peak physical condition as we approach training camp. It really is just a fun time right now in the NFL. Obviously, there are new headlines coming out every single day in regards to the Browns and the rookie quarterback competition between Sanders and Gabriel, but I really want to try to not ignore the other guys because there are some big-time rookies on this team at the skill positions that could make a big impact in 2025. Let me know what you guys thought about this video and this breakdown. Let me know who you want to win this quarterback position. Is it Shedeur Sanders? Is it Dillon Gabriel? Is it Joe Flacco? Is it Kenny Pickett? I doubt it's Kenny Pickett for any of you guys, but you never know. There might be that one guy that's like a major Kenny Pickett fan or something like that. But yeah, let me know what you thought about this video. Let me know what player you are most excited to see. Let me know what you would like to see next because I'm going to try to give you guys Browns coverage almost every single day if I can. I know there's a few more days remaining of rookie minicamps, and then all of a sudden actual training camp is going to be here before we know it. Summer is arriving, time just moves fast. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and until next time, I will see you all later.